Art checking over all the gauges. The starting point in the vehicles is the most important part of all. Checks everything over, has to get the percentages up, get it up to fire time. And when he comes to life, you'll know it.
Beginning to flame now.
Here he comes.
And that's only half of it. Where do you see this?
Talk about fire in a hole.
Oh, there it is. He's a wizard, and he's on his way down the track tonight.
Look at the tire speed. It's around 100 miles an hour. It's going to the left. It's going to the left hard for Art.
Ooh, what happened there?
Not the kind of pull that went hard to the left. Not the kind of pull you want to see out of Art Arfon. But believe me, Ken, he won the national championship tonight.
Despite that pull, he won the national championship. It wasn't vintage Arfons, but it was enough to get the job done.
Well, Red Grogan is just about ready to take the hillbilly back down the track in the pull-off.
And Mike, we have a new mark to beat. Sudden Impact has gone 223 feet, 8 1/4 inches. Now that is the mark to beat. Donna Webb has set the mark. Old Yeller bumped off by Sudden Impact. Here comes Grogan, who already has the Ford Budweiser points championship in his hip pocket. He's shooting for the points for the title tonight.
Well, he'd like to win this.
Hey. And again, it's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Well, the fans are going to wait to see if Red will take home a championship tonight. He's got the big one in his pocket, as you mentioned.
Back on the track is Ken Ewan in the Oklahoman. He is roughly 30 points behind Dan Coelho at this point in the battle for what has become second place in the Ford Budweiser Points Championship.
Could make a world of difference. Let's see if all the work pays off.
Here we go.
Oh, it's bouncing again.
It's smoking and it's bouncing.
Kenny broke the rear end on it. He snapped a rear axle. I saw it somewhere between 75 and 100 feet. You're going to see the truck. We get to watch it on replay. You're going to see the rear end snap. Looks like the tire stops momentarily in midair. The left rear tire at that time quits pulling. Now watch the rear tires. I don't know whether we break an axle or, but right in here is where the problem erupts on the left-hand side. There,
yep.
Right at that instant, you're seeing something turn loose in the back of the truck. The tire's still going, but there's no, the dirt, but he does have dirt on the right side. The left rear axle, he snapped the left rear axle on that truck. The left rear tire absolutely stopped in midair.
Well, I guess there's a difference between busting your rear end and breaking it, and Ken Ewan broke his tonight. And there is the winner in the four-wheel drive competition, Donna Webb from Claremore, Oklahoma. I think Will Rogers would be proud tonight. She has won the pull-off tonight in the four-wheel drive. Well, there was no doubt about it. The winner, the points champ, the Ford Budweiser 1989 points champ in four-wheel drive is none other than the pride of Clinton, Kentucky, Red Grogan. He is standing by on the floor of the Dome with our Mike Galloway. Mike?
Congratulations, Red. 1989 World's Champion, Ford Budweiser.
Well, it feels awful good because a year ago I was standing here when I won it, and I didn't feel like I could do it 2 years in a row. I felt like I'd done all I could do. But I run good this year, and I come back, and I just kept going after it, and it feels so good.
You'd like to see him in the pull-off, wouldn't you?
I really would. That way, I wouldn't be guessing. I'd know where we were standing, and I would because I felt like I give it all I had, and I've done the best I could do. But I still wish that we would have really solved it down, and we could have seen it.
Well, Red, no one has done it 2 years in a row. Can you do it 3?
I believe, well, I'm not going to say I can because that's looking in the future, but I sure would like to be standing here next year and say that I did.
Red, we would love to have you here next year, and he may be here. It could be 3 in a row in 90 for Red Grogan, the national champion in 1990.
Well, here is Rambunctious 2, but an interesting driver. It is not Milt Bergman. It is his son, Dwayne, who's only 16 years old. Mike, you've seen him drive before, and obviously for a kid who's real young, obviously it looks like he doesn't shave, but for a kid that young, he certainly gets it done.
He's been, you know, this is his first year driving the tractor. He won the Ohio State Fair, first day of the Ohio State Fair. I saw him make a pass in Ohio. It was full pull and a beautiful job. He, like so many other young pullers, this may be their first year, but it's not their first year as a pull. Whoa!
Little explosion.
Well, one thing about Dwayne,
He didn't waste any time.
when you give him the green flag, he's going to stick his arm forward and we're going home. And he did just that. He nailed the throttle, explosions and all, and just kept right on cooking.
Mike, on this replay, watch the concentration on young Dwayne's face. He's saying, Dad gave me the wheel. I'm going to make the most
Now watch
of it.
it. Watch his right hand.
Look at this.
It's bumping. It is bumping the stop right now, and Dwayne backed off just a little bit and right back on it. He set the tires. Watch the smoke come in. There's an explosion out of the blower. No, that's not going to stop me. I think it made a run better. Still, it's a little fat, a little bit fuel mixture, a little off in the back.
You know, it's great. He's 16 years old. He can't go out on the street and drive.
Yeah,
You can't get your license in Ohio till you're 17. He's out here driving on a track.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Amazing. You can drive a tractor at any age.
You could drive it as long as it's on your own property, but then again, you wouldn't have a tractor like that out on the streets.
There's not a lot of plowing done with twin elephants.
No, it's true. Well, Mike, it ends up the way it was as we came in here tonight in the Ford Budweiser Tractor Class Points Champions. It is Art Arfons who wins it in the Green Monster. No question about that. He had the lead coming in. He didn't lose it tonight. But Bill Leichner did not hurt his chances with the Dirt Slinger tonight. Great pull tonight for the Dirt Slinger. Bill Leichner finishes second for the year. And then in the Blazing Bison, Steve Jaski finishes third. Those are your top three competitors this year in the 7,200-pound tractor class. They are, without a doubt, the cream of the crop. Mike, I'll tell you what, it's a neat deal we have going on now. We have a lot of the Ford dealers here from the South Texas area tonight, and they are about, in essence, I guess, to give away a truck. But it's going to be a little gamesmanship involved in this.
Well, all of the local Houston Ford dealers had a contest where they had one winner that received a key. And they key, one of these keys out of about 20 dealers will fit this brand new special Houston limited edition Ranger pre-runner.
Is that pretty?
Will be available throughout the United States very shortly. And this pre-runner adds the look and adventure to Ford Ranger pickups.
Now, speaking of pretty, well, we have a young lady that's going to lead off. Each one of these people have keys, but only one key will start the truck.
And that person takes this Ford Ranger pre-runner home with them. You know, the sports appearance package provided rough off-road styling, and this is great vehicle. But only one of the keys will fit the pre-runner.
Well, Mike, there it is, the ultimate pulling machine. We've seen it so many different times, and here it is again tonight on this very special night. The Bud Boss, Gary Collins, behind the wheel. All of the slant around the Astrodome.
Ooh, look at the rear end come off the ground. Now that is, wait a minute. Hard left-hand turn. Look at this. The box is up, and Gary is lapping the Astrodome. He is lapping the Astrodome with the Bud Boss. Unbelievable.
He's a wizard.
Never in my lifetime of pulling have I seen anything like this. It exploded blower belts at the end of the track, but he looped it. He went down track one, made a left-hand turn. The box is up on it. There he is, the Bud Boss, Gary Collins, El Dorado Springs, Missouri, driving his Aeromax Ford with twin-blown KBs in it. The sled man standing to his right. They're all having a laugh out of it. Ray checked the motors over and said, Gary, we've lost a couple of blower belts, maybe a couple of valves, but I think it was worth it.
You bet. What a pull tonight for the Bud Boss.
Never seen it, and probably will never see it again.
Now you know why they call it the Boss. And coming up, one of these lucky people will put the winning key inside that truck and drive it home tonight. You know, this very special night here in the Houston Astrodome is brought to you by Ford and your local Ford dealer. Winning the world over with the 1990 trucks that are built Ford tough. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Monster Maniacs, the United States Hot Rod Association blasts into your living room with their new home video, Monsters of Rock and Roar. It's electrifying mega motor action like you've never seen before. See mudbog drag racing, monster truck battles, Bigfoot versus Barefoot, funny car tug-of-wars, and more. Meet Vorian, the jet dragster that turns into a 2-story tall flame-throwing robot. Don't be fooled by imitations. Monsters of Rock and Roar is not available in stores. Hurry, order now.
Call now 1-800-642-4400.
The Raiders return to their commitment to excellence.
We're back in the Astrodome. This is Ken Brew speaking to you along with Mike Galloway, and we are waiting to see which one of these lucky 23 has the key that will start this beautiful Ford truck. And so far we've been through quite a few that have it, so the odds on the ones behind in the back of the line are improving.
Can this be the magic key, Ken?
I don't know. We'll hear. Let's listen. We'll hear if the truck starts. Doesn't appear to. Nope.
He's still trying. I don't blame him. I'd still be trying too. 1 in 6 chance. Started at 1 in 20.
1 in 23.
1 in 23.
Let's see. Let's see if the engine turns over.
Watch the expression on her face. That should tell you.
No.
1 in 5. The man from Tomball.
Tomball, Texas. Let's see if Tom Ball is the lucky key.
Could it be? He looks like he needs a Ford Ranger.
He got it.
That's it.
He won the truck.
And he is a happy man. I wouldn't blame him in the least. That is tremendous, Ken.
Unbelievable. Well, he won it. And down here on the floor, we have the special Houston limited edition Ranger pre-runner. The exciting limited edition Ranger pre-runner adds the look of adventure to the Ford Ranger pickups. Have you driven a Ford lately? You ought to. And here in the Astrodome on the night of the World Championships, it is time for the battle of the monster trucks. Hello again, everybody. Ken Brew, Mike Galloway, and the monster truck showdown is ready to go. Barefoot, Fred Schaefer's Pride and Joy from Granite City, Illinois. It's the pride of the Chevy line. Will go up against Taurus. A great-looking truck, Mike. Just a superb-looking truck. Jack Willman from Madison, Illinois has a lot to be proud of.
8,000 pounds of monster truck, ultra light, the lightest monster truck here. Fred Schaefer checking in right around 9,500 pounds on his. So there's two lightweight, ultra trick tube trucks that this should be as good a monster truck race as you'll ever see.
Down the track and then over the cars, and here we go.
Schaefer with a little bit of a lead in the turn. Schaefer with a tight turn. Torres catching up. Torres is in the lead. Torres is taking the lead. He's going to open the cars. Torres with a win.
Torres wins.
Torres with a big win. He won it in the turn. Fred had him covered on the straightaway. They went to the turns, and Torres, nailing the throttle with a tight turn, just absolutely stretched the lead out as they went over the last set of cars.
So Torres moves to the finals, and this elimination heat will be between Andy Brass and Bigfoot. There it is, the pride of the Ford line. And he'll go up against Mike, just a superb-looking truck, the Texas Stomper from Victoria, Texas, Larry Garville at the wheel. Here we go.
Look at the Bigfoot truck. This is all new. Look at the body roll. Look at the movement in the body that's made to do that. They're extremely close. Extremely close. Andy Bass, though, he kind of takes this one on a fly.
That was no contest.
No, it wasn't. Andy Bass weighing in at about 10,000 pounds. The Texas Stomper 14,500 pounds. But the movement in the body of the Bigfoot truck is really amazing as how much movement you're getting out of that truck. What the weight is moving around, the way that the truck is transferring the weight. It is built almost identical to a Mickey Thompson off-road type vehicle. That's what they built it for. That's the intention where they got part of the design. Bob Chandler, the owner, the creator of this, built and designed all of it.
Bigfoot, of course, the winner of the heat, comes on the track now to duke it out with Taurus. And this, the finals of the Battle of the Monster Trucks. We have yet to see the tanks. They're coming up. The monster trucks have to settle this issue first.
This should be a great race also. Andy Bass sets in this truck. The truck designed the way Andy wanted as far as comfort is concerned. Jack Willman built that one. The shocks on the truck were his own design. They came up with it himself. Bigfoot out of the hole. Good shot on him. Bigfoot with a big lead. Now can Andy Bass bring it out? Andy's in trouble. He's in trouble. Over he goes. Bigfoot has just turned over on the side. Taurus takes a win. Andy Bass, the truck got upside down. It got to leaning bad and rolled over on its side. The truck went over. It's on Andy's side of the truck. Let's see. We've got a shot of it. If we can get, Andy is moving around. He's still strapped in the truck upside down.
You could see it was...
The crew is there.
You could see he had a lot of trouble, Mike, coming around the turn.
Well, he got on the throttle. He tried to drive it out, which is, you know, the normal thing you have to do. Now they're pulling him out of the truck. He has got to be more than a little shaken on that. Bring him out.
He's okay.
Looks to be all right.
You know, there's so many safety...
He is all right. Look at that.
So many safety features that go into those trucks, and right there, I think, is a prime indication of what could have been a serious injury prevented by the design of the truck and the equipment that he wears. But I know that he has to be upset with what has happened there. That is obviously not in the game plan.
Look at the expression on his face. Andy wants to look at it. Let's take another look at it, Ken. It's definitely worth the other look. Now, here's the shot. Look at the truck transfer the weight. Picks the front end up off the ground. The bars are extended all they can extend. He's got a lead. But here in this area is where he starts to get in trouble. Shuts down. The weight comes back around. Watch him in the turn. It's a tight turn, but you're going to see the left front tire begin to pick up. He does the right thing. He nails the throttle trying to get it to come down. Rolls over to its side and then skids across the track. Well, Taurus goes on. Jack Willman goes on to take a win with that race. But Andy ends up on his side, and Bigfoot now in pieces on the track.
Not that you expect this to happen, but you have to prepare for the inevitable, and this certainly happens from time to time. They practice what to do in case Bigfoot turns over. We have some footage that I want to show you that Bob Chandler has provided for us. All right, we have Ram Tracks and Full Metal Jackets. Mike, there's Ram Tracks, a tank out of Jefferson City, Missouri. Don Van Loo, the driver.
This is a 528 cubic inch Hemi in the other one. This one is the Full Metal Jacket. This is the twin-blown, alcohol-burning Chevrolet. Look at this little truck. I mean, hook and hook hard. Good tight turn is mandatory in this. And look at this. They're amazingly close. It's in the lead. The Dodge is in the lead as they spin the other tank out. They spun out Full Metal Jacket. And that was all that was needed for Ram Tracks. But Ken, he was in the lead before they spun the vehicle.
It looks like, and we'll see it on the replay, this is just for show as Full Metal Jacket finishes out, but he did a 360 around the turn.
Ram Tracks with a lead. Now there's the little blue one on the far side, but look how tight he makes the turn. And he's on the throttle. He's got him covered, but now we're in trouble with Full Metal Jacket. It's crossways, 360, but Ram Tracks just cooking right across the finish line. So we're going to put Fast Tracks against Ram Track in the finals of this.
Look at that. Looks like a shark, doesn't it?
The winner, yes. the winner of this will run the Taurus truck. You got to think that Taurus has got an advantage.
Well, I would think, but we'll see. You know, that Fast Tracks is, for a tank, a real smoker. It's on the far track now. There it is, Bigfoot Fast Tracks, the latest brainchild of Bob Chandler, on the computer, and frankly unveiled here in 1989. It's his first year. And Ram Tracks right there from Jefferson City, Missouri, will go. This is an upset. I did not figure that truck to be a tank to be there.
No one had that plan. But can he do this? I mean, if he does this, he is no doubt. Whoa, look out! Look out! He's trying! But no, not tonight.
Dan Dooms wins it. And Bigfoot Fast Tracks.
You have got to give a gold star to Ram Tracks.
Absolutely. Watch the turn that Ram Tracks makes.
Pulls the right lever and just dirt goes everywhere for the right. Just keep it down on the ground. That's all you got to do. Keep the throttle wide open. Now Dubes with a good lead and outside for a win.
So Dubes wins it. Fast Tracks now comes to the near track. It will go head-to-head with the monster truck Taurus. And the winner will win the battle of the monster trucks.
Dan Dubes got to feel a little more pressure. He's carrying the blue for Chandler.
He really is. Taurus has had an amazing night here, and now we'll try to parlay it into a win over the tank vehicle. They wait for the green flag.
You got to think Taurus has got an advantage going into this, even though, you know, he's single blown, and this is two supercharged motors over here on this side. He's got a big lead out of the start, but Dan Dubes is not letting up. Taurus is still in the lead. Taurus with a good lead coming around. It's throttled down for Taurus, and Taurus will take an easy win.
I think in that situation, Mike, the tired vehicle always has the advantage.
Well, and it's lightweight. It's good design on it. It is a tremendous vehicle. Taurus, there is your winner, Ken, and he has done an awesome job.
A beautiful truck, driven to perfection. Taurus, the winner tonight. Jack Willman, Madison, Illinois, a race driver by profession and a winner here at the Astrodome tonight. Let's run down your winners tonight. In four-wheel drive, the lady is the champ, Donna Webb in sudden impact. Two tie for tonight's honors in two-wheel drive, Scott Dews in the Orange Blossom Special, and Bill Romsberg in the Rice Burner. In the tractors, it was Bill Leichner behind the wheel of the Dirt Slinger who won tonight. And in the battle of the monster trucks, Jack Willman's Taurus, unbeatable. Yes, it was a battle of the monster trucks deluxe, and the night belonged to the Bull, Taurus. Of course, not only that, Mike, but also the modified trucks. I don't think anybody would have figured the bad luck that Dan Quello had here tonight.
There's no way. He was favored coming into it. He lost it in 25 feet.
Of course, nobody will begrudge Red Grogan. He's a gifted driver. It's 2 years in a row now for Red. And now suddenly he becomes the franchise or the dynasty.
Yes, but Red Grogan would have loved to have had it one-on-one in a pull-off situation with Dan Coelho.
And of course, in the tractors, the big story continues to be Art Arfunds.
Well, this is the second time to win a national championship. I don't think it will be the last at all.
Well, we'll see as 1990 rolls around the corner here in just a little bit. Mike, to you and your family, the happiest of holiday seasons.
And happy holidays to you and your family, Ken.
All right, and to you too, because the Ford, Budweiser, U.S. Hot Rod Association Truck and Tractor Pull World Championships have been brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. Beechwood Age for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Now, speaking for my partner, Mike Galloway, and our producer-director, Mike Harbaugh, this is Ken Brew, reminding you...
Seeing a car torn up this much